Hello, and welcome to the 43rd episode of Roll for Woodworking, a series where we let dice decide the fate of our next woodworking project. And on today's episode, we have this solid pink set we picked up from Barnes & Noble well over a year ago. So let's see how they treat us this go-around. Alright, we are going to start things off with a wild magic roll. Grab our D8 and see what we get. That is a 5. Firebolt? Yes, Firebolt. My board over here is wrong. So yeah, Firebolt, we are going to be incorporating the wood burning again. Alright, with that out of the way, let's hit it with our D20 woodworking roll. That is an 8. A lidded box. I don't think I made one of those on Roll for Woodworking just yet. This ought to be interesting. Alright, so I've previously made one lidded box. It was a salt cellar for a friend of mine. So, based off of that, I'm going to go with a D6 for our size roll. That's a 4. That's actually not terrible. I'm happy with that. Alright, so I found 5 choices of wood that should fit the bill. Let's go back with our D6, see what we get. That's a 2, Cedar. Not terrible, but I think... No, I'm going to leave it alone. Alright, let's do a D6 for our finish roll. That is a 6, which will be Turner's choice. And I think for this one, I'm going to go with the spray lacquer. I think we'll give it a nice shine to it. And there we have our 4-inch lidded box made of cedar, finished with spray lacquer, and we used our Firebolt Wild Magic to burn some runes into the side of the box, along with highlighting some of the more featured spots and putting our logo and episode number on the bottom. So overall, I'm actually real happy with how this one turned out. Now, it could use a little bit better chunk of wood than what I had, because there are quite a few of gnarly splits on this one. But for an old piece of wood I've probably had for, pushing 8 years, this one actually turned out really well. And on top of everything else, I actually have this thing to where it lines up remarkably well. Like, the biggest trick with these lidded boxes is having the grain patterns almost perfectly line up. Now, I didn't quite get a full seal on this gap. That's mostly to do with how cedar sands. It's very, you can sand way too much, way too quick with cedar. So on a harder wood like maple or walnut, this seam would be a little bit more seamless. But with everything considered, even this not falling out, I'm real happy with how this turned out. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 9 out of 10. But let me know what you guys think down below. And be sure to like, share around to your friends, and we'll see you next time. Bye.